20 minutes ago. I like, that's right. I was telling myself, that's right. My phone. We didn't go home afterwards. At the end shake, we went straight to Vacaville to fight night. And all we had was that stupid charger in the car. It's the only thing we fucking had, that rinky-dink ass charger. I know, dude. Our phones, I thought about it. He's right. Our phones were dead all fucking day, dude. Because even Shannon didn't DM me. He goes, damn, both of you guys' phones been dead all day. That's right. Your phone was dead too. Your phone didn't get no. That's right. Because we tried. Because when we left. That's right. Because when we left. Hold on. When we left. I thought about when we left the Vacaville at the fight. We left about what, 6:30.
Yeah.
6:30 to fight.
Yeah, 6:30. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We left at 6:30 when we went to the VIP event for the High Rollers event, undisclosed location. I forgot about that. We sat in the car for a minute to get some battery.
Yeah.
So we can get some pictures.
Yep.
Damn. Our phones have been dead all day.
We got a couple pictures and then it died again.
It died again. It just reminded me when Shannon DM'd me, he goes, damn. I was to use the restroom. I was like, damn, Shannon. I left my phone out here. I'm like, damn, Shannon DM'd me.
Yeah.
I got to tell him he's right. I was like, damn, that's right. Both our phones were dead. Because he was like, damn, both your phones been dead. He goes, man, both of you guys' phones been dead all day. That's right, they have been dead.
Yeah.
Because we didn't come with straight to right to the library.
Yep.
Then went straight to Vacaville, dude.
Yep.
And
all day, man.
And then before Jermichael got out to fight, he ran to the car. I even told Shannon again how to run to the car and get a little bit charged because our phones were dead.
Just to get his fight.
Just to get his fight. Because I got little clips here and there because my phone died. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm glad and then you had like 50% battery, then you got some stuff, you got a lot of video, but then your phone got ready to die. So you have to run to the car and charge it if you only have 10% battery, like mine was already dead. Then we had to sit in the car when we went to the VIP event. We had to sit in the car for 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, dude. Hey, look, I was trying to show you, I want to show you, somebody uploaded this a couple hours ago, right? Now I know I showed you this before, right? Yeah. Holyfield versus Lennox Lewis won in 1999, Madison Square Garden, March 13th. March 13th, 1999. You right? Lewis Holyfield won. But I was trying to get, I'm trying to get you to feel, it's the whole coverage.
I'll have you help me get my GED.
Right.
See, man, every time I see this, dude, Tyson was considered unbeatable in '96. Holyfield beat him, shocked the world. They didn't, like the fight doctor Freddie Pacheco said, right? Yeah. So remember we found out last week he died. Obviously, he was old already in '96, right. And then he found out he died at the age of 88 years old in 2017.
Yeah,
and he died in November. So that's why I didn't hear about it, because Eric from the program picked me up and took me from Sacramento back to the program, and I left Sacramento about November 12th or 13th, 2017, and then Eric and Raina came and picked me up, and me and Killer Boy picked us up and took me to the program. So that's probably why I didn't hear about it. But I always wondered, whatever happened to the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco? He always had something called my fight diagnosis. Yeah. Because they call him the fight doctor. He's been around since Ali. He's been around since the early years of boxing. He's an old man. He's been following. He's a boxing historian, boxing commentator. He's been around, boxing, and he worked corners of Ali and stuff all his life. But I always wondered whatever happened to him. Now, obviously, he must have been not here because he was old in '96. Then you found out he passed away in 2017 quietly. Probably at a home or something. He got old.
Right.
I remember his commentary. He goes, "I'm sorry, guys. He's outboxed him." He goes, "Actually, I'm not sorry. That's just the way it goes." Right? Yeah. But Lewis, you see what I'm saying? Look at this. Every time I see this, look at that. Man. And then it's Tyson. See, short and squat.
Yeah.
Tyson was considered unbeatable. Now we know what we know. Now of course you didn't know that because you didn't have Google then.
Yeah.
Like the build up with Lewis and Holyfield, they go the so-called fearless Mike Tyson. Now, obviously, it wasn't Tyson himself; it was his handlers. Yeah. The so-called fearless Mike Tyson paid $6 million to bypass Lewis. That's why they took Holyfield.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They thought Holyfield couldn't fight no more. Just like Larry Merchant said, they thought Holyfield couldn't fight no more. Tyson had 4-0 fights when he got out of prison. And they took on Holyfield to finally, Donkey won that big $1 million fight with Holyfield. Holyfield never happened in '91. Yeah. So it happened in '96, 3 years after he got out of prison.
Right.
Like Larry Merchant said, if they thought Holyfield can still fight, they would not have took that fight. If they thought Holyfield can still fight, they would not have took that fight. Holyfield fought.
He can still fight. So when he fought Lewis, Lewis destroyed the guys who gave Tyson trouble. Could never get Tyson. But he destroyed the guys who gave Tyson a little bit of problems.
Right.
He destroyed Riddick in 2 rounds.
Oh.
Riddick did good against Tyson in 2 fights. You hear me?
Right.
Round 7, number 1, Tyson knocked him out. Round 12, he took Tyson 12 rounds.
Yeah.
But Lewis knocked him out in round 2. You know? Man. And people say that now. People say now, right?
I always ask you this question. I can never remember who it was. I know Riddick Bowe was one of the guys. Who was the fight? Like he fought him, and then they DQ'd him for a low blow, and then the rematch he was also DQ'd for a low blow.
Oh, that's Andrew Galata.
Oh, okay.
And Riddick Bowe.
Okay.
And Riddick Bowe, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching those with my dad. Like,
Yeah, but nobody. I know we've had this conversation before, but it's like I'm trying to Shannon relate to it too because he knows he's around my age, and you were what 99. You were what? How old?
10.
You're a bug. You were 10. See, you were the same age when I was 9 when I saw Hulk Hogan lose to the Ultimate Warrior. You were 9 or 10 when this happened. 99. I was 18. March 13th. I wasn't 19 yet. I was 18. I seen this fight live, and I know I've talked about it a lot. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's like I'm trying to get you to understand. I mean, I know you understand. Vitor Belfort, the MMA fighter, would not have stood a chance if he was in the ring with Holyfield. It's Holyfield. Now, I'm not saying Vitor Belfort couldn't beat. I'm not saying Vitor Belfort couldn't beat him in a street fight, but from the shoulders, he's not fucking with Holyfield. He's not fucking. Not when Holyfield can still fight. Holyfield's old in 2020, 2021 when he fought that MMA guy and they stopped in round 1. Holyfield can't take a punch no more.
Right.
This man came from England. It was crazy. They thought he might, and then he predicted to knock Lewis out in round 3, and he just beat Mike Tyson, a guy who Tyson was unbeatable, they thought. And then Holyfield, somehow his heart's better, and he beats Tyson twice. He revenges against Michael Moore and wins. Lewis had to get the belt by Bowe throwing it in the garbage can, and then Oliver McCall started crying. He had a mental breakdown, so he stopped it, and he got the belt that way, you see?
Yeah.
That's how Lewis had to get his belts. What more can he do to prove he's the best? People are crying. People are throwing belts in the garbage can. He finally got Holyfield.
Right. You know, it makes sense. He finally got his.
And then he got robbed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Catch him with your hand. Evander should go to the body. He can't protect that. Double jabs for Lewis. Missed over the top of the right hand a moment ago. The English fans will ooh and ah whenever Lewis unleashes the big overhand right. And so far in the first round, Lewis has been in and out with the jab. Sometimes firing it aggressively, sometimes just laying it out there. Left hook lands for Holyfield. But because Lewis is up high,
He came from England, United States.
just keep your height.
He came from
Because the Holyfield should get to that body and make him drop those hands.
Yeah, see,
And
got all dirty.
trying to tackle Lewis in the middle of the ring. And Lennox smiles at him
Look how
as
big he is.
what was that
Look.
all about? Get along with me in the ring, okay? Let's keep it clean. Let him rest, ref. Let's go. We're gonna have a clean fight. Keep it clean. We're the same thing.
These heavyweights today would not stand a chance against Lewis. Not Wilder, not Fury, no one. No way. Not even Holyfield.
Good, and his chin is right there. When you stop it,
Usyk might do
nail him with
good.
your
Might have a good fight with Holyfield because they're both small. Usyk might have had a good fight with Holyfield because the way he's so skilled. But Holyfield's hard without I got him. I don't know. He's a good counter puncher. Holyfield is. That's been a kind of crazy fight. He might have been all right.
Seconds out, gentlemen.
I'm gonna go to round 5. This round 2.
One of Evander Holyfield's minor prophecies for this fight is that he would dominate every minute of the fight from bell to bell. That didn't happen in the first round.
That goes by the wayside because Holyfield only threw 17 punches in round 1. Reminiscent of the difficulty he had getting off against Bowe, particularly in the third fight. They couldn't even throw 30 punches around. 17 punches around won't win for Evander Holyfield.
Everybody stands up. Everybody's right.
As Lewis lands a right hand.
And here's the guy who beat Tyson. You know what I mean? Here's the guy who beat Tyson.
Bigger punch. This is one of those fights you just want to sit back and let it happen.
You know, if you didn't know about his third round prediction, you would be guessing, you would be saying that Holyfield looks sluggish. But here, we're just sort of waiting for him to wake up in the third round.
Nice jab, like it.
Lennox Lewis is right where he want to be. Evander will allow him to just stand up straight and stick his left hand out. Evander should close the distance.
Well, we were under the impression that Evander was going to try to get inside him, but so far he really hasn't tried that.
You heard Don Turner telling Holyfield that he was doing a good job of getting away from the right hand. But when Lewis fires the jab, he's landing it. That's how he won the first round. I think the problem is Evander is really looking for a knockout. He's not trying to be active. You know, ropes being so close to his back, every time he makes one step, he hits the rope. That's not happening because he has to fold up and let Lewis land those right hands.
Oh my God, yeah,
Well,
right.
the suspicion
I
is
think
that
it's around 5.
Holyfield
You go around 5 and go around 12.
so that he could fight Lewis at closer quarters. And he hasn't been in there so far. But he takes a couple of bounds. There's a good left hook by Evander Holyfield.
Well, don't see him again if
You
you're
got to shake this young man up. You got to do something to make his nerves unravel. Lewis, who seemed very composed when we met with him yesterday, has not looked nervous in the first 2 rounds here.
Everybody yelling, Lewis up top, English people. Lewis. All the Americans on the bottom. All the English people are up top. That's why he's everybody quiet at the bottom.
Floor level,
See,
where the Holyfield fans are wondering why their man doesn't get off. Raucous noise in the upper deck, where the Englishmen are enjoying Lewis's early dominance.
All the English people up top. Watch the body shot, watch it. Yahoo!
Body shot by Lewis.
Man, that motherfucker is big. He ain't big no more. He ain't old now. He's small now. He's old. He have a dread and nothing.
Lewis' obvious strategy, keeping that long, big left hand out to try to thwart anything that Holyfield can get started, George.
Now, Lewis' back is starting to go to the ropes, and that's not where you want to be. Once his back starts touching the rope, Holyfield is going to get confident. But once again in round 2, Evander Holyfield very sparing in his punch output.
Yes.
See exactly what you're doing. Don't get careless.
Don't get careless. This end of this round right here.
Nope. Round 3.
He out of here.
The famous round 3. Yo, shit, he out of here. He's out of here. Turn around, he goes down, y'all. He's out of here.
Early in the round, Lewis went after Holyfield,
Bah!
put him on the ropes.
Bah!
Didn't hit him with anything big,
Bah! Bah!
but punished him with those shots on the arm
Bah!
and the back.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's been the jab that has dominated the first 2 rounds.
Every on their feet.
You just heard Holyfield say to his corner, this is the round he goes out.
God's
So
warrior
either
right
he
there.
doesn't have it
That's
tonight,
God's warrior.
or He's been saving it.
See, everybody thought he was saving it for this. Like maybe he was saving it, no?
Aggressive
Yeah,
posture.
he did good. He did better. That was it. That was it, the whole fight. Round 1 belongs to Lewis. Round 2 belongs to Lewis. Holyfield won round 3. That's it.
First 2 rounds.
He didn't be excited. That barely though.
In rounds 1 and 2. You know
Yeah.
what Holyfield said about round 3.
He gave a round 3 prophecy. He said he prophesied he's gonna beat him. It's too big. Too big. He boxes very well. Yeah, behind the head though, really. Holyfield's a counter puncher. Basically. Trumps are very high, very high.
His most aggressive combination so
Yeah.
far. Over the top with the right hand.
Yeah.
Did he get into Lewis's head? Did he make Lewis steal round 3? You know the good thing that Evander Holyfield
got him with a nice hook in the middle when he jumped in.
because he's playing
Counter
putting
punch.
his hands on his head to block the shots. And the gloves he's using has a bigger pad right by the blocking on the wrist there. So he was clever in picking those gloves. Leaving Lewis with what are called the puncher's gloves.
Yeah.
It's like a pillow. Holyfield
Yeah.
landed a left hook inside and lands a right hand. And Lewis is stunned.
Everybody stand up.
They're
They're like, hell yeah. You're having. Yeah, yes. Yep, man, yeah.
Canelo and Crawford. Canelo, of course, this guy speaks
Note
Spanish.
that he's not listening to his corner.
Right.
Turner told him,
Crawford, if I remember correctly, he showed his corner, but he couldn't really hear what his trainer was saying.
Yeah, it's like you.
It was like, you know,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
saw him talking to him.
Yeah, why you don't see, you know what I mean?
You don't get to hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll play it though. But
Yeah, you don't see it.
like, I remember, I think it was going into the 6th round.
Back to his corner.
Like where's the commentary? Like so much for the round 3 prophecy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. You don't see these anymore. Like the Americans all look at Al Sharpton, fat ass.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
All the Americans, they were quiet for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And then when he started acting like he's doing something, look, Al Sharpton, look, see? Like Al Sharpton, you see him?
Yeah,
See him or no?
I see him.
Right there, see?
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Look how fat he is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the Americans finally stood up. They were quiet at first. They were all quiet at floor level because they separated by country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ask who you vote for, and he comes like, oh, I'll go for Lewis. Okay, they try to put you where you vote for.
Yeah.
Even though you buy your tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like the England people, they have a section. You know what I'm saying? The England people, they came all the way over the water. From England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great Britain, I mean. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man. It's like you don't see the commentaries no more, like the people. Like even the trainers gotta be good. Now everything's a sideshow and app and Netflix deal. You know what I'm saying? The trainers gotta get you pumped up too. Like the legendary statements like Angelo Dundee. Angelo Dundee telling Superman Leader and Tommy Hearns fight, you're blowing it, son. You're blowing it. There's a famous speech by Angelo Dundee. You're blowing it, son.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Blowing it.
I know that, I'm trying to remember what Bomac told Crawford. It was like round 6.
Yeah, like Bomac.
But also, I want to say it was, I can't remember if it was a Crawford fight or a fight we watched before. It might have been Serrano's trainer or Katie Taylor's trainer. Telling her, even though she was winning the fight in the last round or 11th round, he told her she was losing the fight. So she didn't.
Go ahead.
I want to say it was one of the recent fights we watched. Now as I'm thinking about it, might have been Katie Taylor's trainer. It might have been Katie Taylor's trainer. He told her she was losing the fight even though she was up in the last round, so she wouldn't, she kept going. Right. She fought like she was losing.
With the jab, wins the first to right. Evander with the good hooks wins the third.
That is Evander Holyfield. Throws those left hooks. Note that he's not listening to his corner. Don Turner told him, feint with the hook, throw the right cross first. Holyfield keeps trying to come with his bread and butter, the left hook. And that's the problem. Holyfield has never had the power to recuperate with the big guys. So after he spends his money,
Holyfield,
he has a long time to get a second win.
Holyfield. Lewis. He never got his big fight. This is his big fight.
Holyfield out
He told everybody he could beat Tyson, and all of a sudden he got this. He found out he was going Tyson is can't you see him. They didn't want Lewis. Couldn't get Holyfield.
having to reach for those right hands now.
Holyfield said, well, I got to be his hand. I beat everybody now. I got to get him to step up the play.
What you want the show man to do is reach for
Lewis was
everything.
trying to get this in order. Nobody wants to fight him.
the jab and fires the right
Ball
cross.
gave it up. All my call for crying. You know what I'm saying? He can't get his just due. Bad promotions, playing chess. You know, I never miss a bout. Right now, a heavyweight champion playing chess. Americans don't see that. Right.
And you notice
He finally got his great American hero, Holyfield,
just kind of
destroying him.
there for
After he destroyed the guy who couldn't be beat, Mike Tyson.
Looking back, George, I think it's really good because you don't want to throw nothing away. You want to make sure hey, I'm making contact. When I do see one in, I'm going to go for the big one.
I said, why did
Look
Mike
at how
Tyson fight
unstoppable Lewis is when he fires the jab with frequency. He just doesn't believe in his jab, though.
During Tyson's prime because the career timelines didn't align. And Tyson wanted to make a fight and lose in 6 months.
I told you, we saw.
To pursue other
Straight up.
champions.
Because when he started doing it, the fight go on, that's when the problem may start.
Ultimately defeated
That's
by
when Holyfield
Yep,
began
it's called step aside money. That's exactly what it was called. In the build-up, for Holyfield Lewis.
Don King wanted him to fight Bruce Seldon.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Yeah, go read it again.
It goes.
Hey, I told you, right?
Yeah, it goes. Lewis was Tyson's mandatory challenger for the WBC title, but Tyson's promoter Don King wanted him to fight Bruce Seldon first to set up a unification bout with the WBA champion Evander Holyfield. Lewis accepts. To make this happen, Tyson's team paid Lewis a significant amount of money.
$6 million.
To step aside from
To step
mandatory
aside.
events. Lewis agreed with the promise of a title fight against Tyson for the WBC belt at a later date.
But it never happened.
And then Tyson vacates. Tyson went on to defeat Selden, but a few weeks later he vacated the WBC belt and fought Holyfield, losing the WBA title.
Yep. And then in the building for this, they go the so-called fearless Mike Tyson paid $6 million to step aside to bypass Lewis. You heard?
Yeah. Look, it goes, when you type in, why didn't Mike Tyson fight? You know how Google tries to finish your search?
Right.
It says, why didn't he fight Bob Sapp? Why didn't he fight George Foreman? Why didn't he fight Tommy Morrison, Riddick Bowe?
Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp. Yeah. The MMA guy.
And then
Bob Sapp, yeah.
Why didn't Mike Tyson fight Butterbean? And Tua.
That was talked about too. Way later though, Tyson's already old by then. It wasn't talked about. It wasn't talked about in a big public setting. Probably talked about quietly. But now you hear about it now. Like when David cracking coconuts. He's got that. He came back out of nowhere because he found out Tyson comes back to his own. And all things cracking coconuts. And now he wants to make a comment on YouTube. Even though Tua looks a lot better than
Tyson. Around on the Letterman card. 3 rounds to 1 day.
That could have been.
Holyfield starting to step in with his jab a little bit.
Right here, watch this. Watch how he gets
the big man scoop.
Watch.
The big man bend his
Watch this. He's trying to jump in. He puts the arm down.
Body, George, but reaching to do
He's reaching to do something. He steps back.
And you heard Emmanuel Stewart.
Bow.
Come up with the
Bow.
Lewis lands it.
Bow.
Holyfield stunned against the ropes.
Everybody on their feet again. Look. He can't believe it. Bow. Look, you can't do that with him. He's too strong. He's too big. He's too smart.
Right hand by Lewis. Holyfield the one that defends.
Same guy who beat Tyson. Same guy who destroyed Tyson. Bah.
To the body. Following Stewart's instructions. Holyfield wants to catch him reaching with his right and land one at the same time. Is he hurt or is he playing possum? Is he hurt or is he playing possum, George? He's had some body punching.
He's hurt. He's too big, too strong. Look at that. He's beating him bad. Look. Damn.
Some put their hands on their head.
I can't believe it.
Captain came over to get a good look at Evander.
I was going to say the referee.
Why aren't you throwing back?
Why are you throwing back?
Yeah, it's referee.
Holyfield started to react a little when he saw the referee coming. Good move. Yeah, that's an old job when you're a good fighter like that. Make the other guy throw everything he has.
Lewis.
Court advantage for Lewis for the moment as the crowd upstairs chants for their man.
Dude's disappointed as hell.
Lewis is doing a good job of keeping his hands up. So tough. Holyfield is having to reach and jump for everything he gets. And this is another round in which Holyfield is going to have a low punch output unless he gets busy right now. Lewis's size, his jab, all conspiring to limit Holyfield's punch output. Evander just not getting off.
You let me goddamn lay next, but you don't give a damn. Last round, what's up, champ?
I don't know. I put about 6 hours in.
Working. So sweet. And finally, they go heads up and came on shit sweet. But you let him close the show now. You're saving out, man.
Yeah, bro. It's all Great Britain. It came all the way over to Great Britain. 150,000.
We just told the military to stay alert. That's all.
Unless our eyes have fooled us badly, Evander Holyfield needs a knockout desperately right now to hold on to his shares of the heavyweight championship of the world.
Still can't look at destroying him. Perfect. Wow. Everything goes. Can't do nothing. Wow. Can't do it. Wow.
Lewis
kind of sad. He's like, man, look at that back. Look at that back. He looks like he's taller. Like he's only 6'5". He's only 6'5". He looks bigger than me. Lewis.
Holyfield has one more knockdown in his right there stuck in those arms. You still got one.
You're rooting for the old guy, George, understandably.
He hasn't been close to knocking Lewis down, George. He's got one more punch, I'm telling you. He's landed punches. He hasn't been close to knocking him down. Only Lewis would just bend his waist.
Come on, Holyfield, do something. You don't have it, George. And he hit him. Boom. The old warrior doesn't have no rally left. Yeah, where's those commentators now?
You trying to keep the title in the colonies, George?
Right. You know, it's like Joe Rogan and shit, how they get all
He applauds his building.
Lewis and Great Britain is applauding upstairs. They haven't had a champion over 100 years.
Keep it clean.
Great Britain.
Wow.
Yeah. Over 100. Bob Fitzsimmons. Yeah, over 100 years.
Doing a brilliant job.
They haven't had an undisputed champion in 100 years.
Holyfield now seems to be just waiting for the bell to ring.
Come on, Holyfield.
Come on, Holyfield, do something. He hasn't got it, George. The old warrior has no rally left.
Too big. Box too big power. Look, Lewis. They're still yelling Lewis.
I don't think he should talk to George.
Everybody's on their feet. Look. Everybody's standing up. Look. Even the security guard, everyone, they can't believe it. Bah, bah.
Like the referee.
Extra seconds tick
Like the
away.
referee's calling for fun, like punch.
Good. Mix it up there. You can't do that. You're not supposed to talk.
Okay.
That's the rules.
Oh, I thought they just
No, you have to mix it up. You're supposed to mix it up. You're supposed to stop talking. You're not supposed to talk. That's the rules in boxing. You're not
Let me
supposed to.
tell you, he's had the heart.
This fight may be the biggest anticlimax dramatically since the impeachment, but if a Brit wins, it will be the biggest news.
Brit wins.
Over many a decade.
Destroy him. He finally got his just due, and they robbed him.
Not since Bob Fitzsimmons in 1897.
In
As a
1897.
citizen of Great Britain held an undisputed heavyweight title. We may be minutes away from that watershed right now.
Oh, robbery.
Wow.
Robbery.
Official decision, let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing here at Madison Square Garden, we go to the scorecards at this time. Judge at ringside, Eugenia Williams scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Evander Holyfield. Judge at ringside, Stanley Christodoulou scores about 116 to 113 in favor of Lennox Lewis. Judge at ringside, Larry O'Connell scores about 115 to 115, even a draw. The decision is even a draw. Both champions retain their belts.
That's a travesty. That is, ladies and gentlemen, a travesty, an outrage, a robbery.
You yelling at the old man?
Yeah.
Yeah, all white dudes like
The undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. He won it, and he didn't get it.
You look like a Men in Black.
Yeah, they are.
It's a Briggs job. Holyfield getting the benefit of the doubt.